Hello there. I just made myself a batch of Kaisers. There's nothing like a fresh Kaisers right out of the oven. Let me show you how I made them. Start with adding the dry ingredients to my mixer, and I have 4 cups of all-purpose flour here, 2 tablespoons of instant yeast or quick rise yeast, and 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar, and 1 tablespoon of salt. I'm just going to lightly turn this on low just to combine everything together. That's good enough. And now I will add a 1/4 cup of canola oil. And this is 2 cups of hot water. And I will get that, start to mix for it to all combine. So I've mixed that for 1 minute, and then my final ingredient is 1 cup of all-purpose flour. So that's a total of 5 cups of all-purpose flour. I didn't add them all in at once because it'll just be too much flour for when I put in the oil and the water. So now I'm just going to mix this again until well combined. Start off slow so you don't get the flour shower. And gradually increase it and let this go for about 30 seconds. So that didn't take long. It took about 15 seconds. So that's all nice and combined. I am now going to change what I'm using now is a paddle board, and I'm now going to change it to my kneading hook. Just get all this. It's going to be sticky, and that's okay. That's the way it's supposed to be. It's the kneading process that will get rid of the stickiness and make this a nice, smooth, manageable dough. So that's done. I'll get my knead hook. See, it's so sticky, sticking to my fingers. Add this. I hate changing these things. It's always, oh, that went effortlessly. So now I'm going to lift this back up, and I'm going to knead this for 10 minutes. So this has been kneading for 10 minutes now. Turn it off, take off the hook. Those still nice and warm from that hot water and the heat of the yeast activating. So I will now take this hook out. Oh, it comes out much easier. It's less sticky. And the dough is nice and smooth. And it should stick away from the bowl here into one nice smooth dough, to which I will now put oil in this bowl. I want to oil it really, really good and coat that dough in the oil all over all its side so that it doesn't dry out as it is resting. Do it up the sides because this will rise and you don't want it to be sticking to the sides as it rises. Give it one good final squirt of oil. It's all nice and covered. I will now grab a towel to cover it. And this is going to go in a nice warm place, which I like to use my microwave. So I'm going to set it for 1 minute with nothing in it. I just want to get that microwave heated. Alright, that's done for 1 minute. I'll put this in this nice warm microwave and shut the door and leave it in there for an hour. So it's been an hour. Let's take the dough out. Oh, it's still warm. It's even warmer than when I first brought this in here. I will bring this over here. Take the cloth. Oh, look at the size. Look at that. It's perfect. So now what we want to do is take this dough. We're going to divide it into 8 balls. But first, before I do that, you got to give it a good punch. There we go. And then just bring it out to your work surface. Look at that. The bowl's clean. And then I will just start dividing this into 8 Kaisers. So I have divided this into 8. And I've used a scale here to measure it out so it's approximately the same amount. And it's about 150 grams per Kaiser. And then with each ball, I'm basically just rolling it to form a nice shape like that. So now I will lay it on my parchment lined baking sheet. And then this will rise again, covered again with that same towel. So I've got all my Kaisers here, and before I let it rest, I'm just going to take a knife and make an X on each Kaiser. This will help to spread it out evenly, and when you do the egg wash right before you put it in the oven, you'll have some spaces, crevices to seep into. So that's done. Now I will cover this with my same towel I covered it with before and let this rise again for 1 hour. So this has now been rising for an hour, and I have also preheated my oven to 400 degrees. So now I will brush them. And in this bowl, I've got just about a half teaspoon of molasses. And if you don't have molasses, that's perfectly fine. Sometimes I do it without the molasses. But I find the molasses add a pretty nice flavor to it and a nice brown sheen to the top. So I would crack the egg in with it and beat this up. Now, if you are using molasses, make sure it's fairly fresh, like it comes out easily. It's thick, but it should come out easily. If it's not, if you hold the container of the molasses completely upside down and nothing's coming out, it's over, it's gone. So I'll continue to beat this. Okay, that's done. I'll grab my pastry brush. I can never find my pastry brush. Alright, so now I will just coat the toppings of these Kaisers with this egg wash. Make sure you get it all around, even underneath the sides here. These have all been covered now with the egg wash, and at the final step, I would just sprinkle over some kosher salt over each Kaiser. And then I'm going to bake this in a preheated 400 degree oven for 15 minutes. So my 15-minute timer has gone off and these are ready to come out. You know, these Kaisers are just perfect for hamburgers, sandwiches, or even just straight out of the oven and spread some nice butter on it. I mean, is there anything better?